A lot of students have been lately asking me, sir, what should be the timetable which we should follow for one complete year so that we can score really good when it comes to NEET 2027 exam. So in this particular video, I'll be giving you a proper timetable for offline students as well as the online students, which you can follow and you can secure some good marks when it comes to NEET 2027 examination. But my dear students, let me tell you, following a proper timetable, in order to follow the proper timetable, you are supposed to remain very disciplined, right? It's not like you'll be following this timetable for like 1 week, 10 days, 15 days. No, you have to follow this timetable for one complete year, my dear student, if you really want to crack the NEET 2027 examination with an amazing score, right? So first of all, let's have a look on those students who are going to be the part of the online batches. For example, the online batch which we are starting, right? I believe in every online batch, whatever online batch you are taking, I believe in all the online batches, every single day, there won't be more than 3 classes, right? And if you look at our online batch, first, your class timings, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, these are the class timings. And your Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, these are the class timings. So every single day, you are dedicating almost 4.5 hours for your live classes. Every single day, you are dedicating some 4.5 hours for your live classes. Okay. Now, my dear students, live classes are okay. You will be following the live classes. You will be dedicating some 4.5 hours to the live class every day, right? But what after that? What should be the self-study schedule? My dear students, you are supposed to not go very aggressive from day one itself. You have to start slowly only. What is meant by that? Apart from these 4.5 hours which you will be dedicating to your live classes, apart from that, my dear students, every single day you have to give 2 hours for your physics, 2 hours for your chemistry, and 2 hours for your biology. So in total, you are giving 6 hours to your self-study and 4.5 hours to your teaching hours, to your live class hours. So in total, I must say, these will come around 10.5 hours, or you can keep it as 11 hours. So 11 hours of study is required every single day. Okay. Again, I'm repeating, this should not happen for 10 days. This should not happen for 20 days. This has to happen till December end. Why till December end? Because your entire syllabus of physics, chemistry, biology should be completed till December end, not after that. Okay. Now, my dear students, these self-study hours, I'm dedicating 2 hours to physics. You're dedicating 2 hours to chemistry, 2 hours to biology. What you have to do in these 2 hours? What you have to do in these 2 hours? You're not supposed to do something of your own. No. What you have to do is, first of all, in your live class, whatever question your teacher has solved, the first thing always in your self-study time, if you are, for example, starting the self-study of physics, okay, you're starting self-study of physics, whatever questions your teacher has solved in the live class, you're supposed to solve the same questions without seeing the solution. Number 1. Number 2, go to your study material, the level of study material which you'll be having, right? In that study material, find the topics which are relevant to those topics which your teacher taught in the classroom. Try solving those questions, right? And similarly, after doing that, go to your NCERT, and in the NCERT in text, find the questions which are relevant to the topics which your teacher taught in the classroom. And at the end, check your NEET PYQs and check the relevant questions which have been asked and which your teacher which your teacher taught you in the classroom. These are just few things which you are supposed to do, my dear students. But these things are to be done every single day, right? For every subject, basically. For every subject. Since you are giving 4.5 hours to your live classes, after that 6 hours of self-study, and in that self-study, this is something which you are supposed to do, right? Well, I've not mentioned exactly that from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. you have to do physics, from 10 a.m. to this you have to do chemistry. No, that's completely your feasibility. As per your feasibility, I'm keeping it to you, basically, right? If you want to study biology first, right, while doing the self-study, then go for chemistry, then go for physics, it's completely your choice. It's completely your choice, right? There is no hard and fast rule to study biology in the morning, to study physics in the morning, to study chemistry in the afternoon. No, it's completely your wish at what time you want to do the self-study of which subject. But 2 hours every single day for every single subject for self-study. And these are the things which you are supposed to do while you are doing the self-study. Nothing more than this. Don't use your brain a lot. Just follow one proper batch, whatever batch you are taking. Just follow your teachers blindly there, right? And whatever topics they are teaching in the live class, Once the live class is done, then in the study hour time, just follow these things for that particular subject. And my dear students, I am telling you, you're going to kill it when it comes to NEET 2027 examination. Okay. Now, all those students, before going to the offline timetable, all those students who would still want to enroll into our batch, the Phoenix 2.0 batch, my dear students, you can still enroll. And by taking the subscription of Unacademy, you'll be having the access to all these NEET 2027 batches absolutely free of cost. If you take the subscription of Unacademy, you will be having the access to all these batches, my dear students. This is one of the batch which is started by your seat ma'am for NEET 2027 students. One more batch which is started by Garima ma'am with her team for NEET 2027. One more batch. Similarly, my two batches, one in English language, one in Hindi language, I would say, right? Perfect. You'll be having the access to all these batches if you take the Unacademy subscription. And what is happening in all these batches basically? Let me tell you, your entire syllabus in all these batches will be getting completed till December end. January and February has been kept for the revision purpose. You need not to worry about the study material, that's included. DPPs will be also provided to you. There will be tests on every alternate Sundays. On every alternate Sundays, we'll make sure that you write the tests, right? One-on-one mentorships will be there. Live classes will be there every day. And I told you 3 classes will be there every day. Recordings will be there. Recordings will be available to you, right, after every live session. And there will be a separate Telegram group which will be created with you by the teachers so that you can ask them the doubts 24/7 whenever you face any sort of difficulty. And right now, the price of the, all these batches basically the price of the Unacademy subscription right now is 4699. In 4699, you are having the access to all these batches, my dear students, which are getting started. One in English language, one in Hindi language, one in English, one more in English, one more in English. You'll be having the access to all these batches, right? And the access to all these batches you are just getting in 4699 with all the things, whatever I mentioned over here. Perfect. Now, at the same time, all those students who would want to, who have joined the offline classes and they want to know what they have to do, how they have to do the self-study, right? Before talking about that, if you do not know how to enroll, how to take the Plus subscription, there is a link there in the description box of the video. I'm going to pin the same link in the comment section of this video as well. You just have to click on that link and automatically you can enroll into the batch. Well, at the end of the video, I'll again show you how to enroll into the batch. My dear students, if I talk about the offline students, first of all, your offline class timings will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. In almost every coaching institute, the offline timings are from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So these are your classroom timings basically, right? Now, what should be the self-study schedule? Again, my dear students, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., you will be in your institution, right? After that, I would say from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., give your time to biology, right? Just 2 hours for your biology every single day. Similarly, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., just give again 2 hours to your biology. Well, I'm keeping breaks in between as well. 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. biology, then 1 hour of break you can take, wherein you can have your refreshments and stuff. 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. you can go for chemistry, right? Again, 1 hour break, that is the dinner break. 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. you can go for physics. Now, again, when you do the self-study of these 3 subjects every single day, what you have to do basically, you basically have to follow your offline coaching stuff. What exactly that means? Whatever lectures you are studying in your offline. For example, today in your offline, you just studied a topic hybridization. Now at home, when you are giving 2 hours to self-study, what you have to do in those 2 hours? Into those 2 hours, you have to study the same hybridization topic again, which you have studied in the coaching institute today, right? Now, in those 2 hours, what you have to do exactly? First of all, whatever questions your teacher solved in the classroom, solve the same questions again without seeing the solutions. Go to your DPP, whatever DPP you have got from coachings, go to your DPP solving, the study material solving, and try to solve all the questions related to hybridization. Similarly, NCERT questions, open your NCERT ones and see, for example, what all questions are there given in your NCERT for hybridization. Try solving them. And at the end, see all the questions which have been asked in the NEET examination from the topic hybridization and cover them in, and all this has to be done in these 2 hours. Since 2 hours of self-study you are giving to chemistry, in these 2 hours you have to do all these things. And it's pretty much possible. It's not something very, very, very difficult. My dear students, you have to follow the same thing for all the subjects. For example, in physics, let's say in physics, you are studying Coulomb's law. Let's say you studied Coulomb's law today in your offline coaching. What you have to do at home? Since you have to go give 2 hours to your physics. And in those 2 hours, the same Coulomb's law you have to study. And what you have to do in those 2 hours in physics? Let me tell you, whatever questions your teacher solved in Coulomb's law in the class, solve them again without seeing the solution. Open your DPP, open your coaching material. See what are the questions which are there in Coulomb's law given in your coaching material. Try solving them. After that, go to your NCERT, open it and see what all questions are relevant to Coulomb's law. Try solving them. And at the end, see what all questions have been asked in NEET from Coulomb's law and do them too. And all this process again has to be done in 2 hours, and it's pretty much possible, my dear students, if you are doing the focus study, right? And all this schedule has to be followed till December end, because by December end, your entire syllabus should be getting completed, because after December end, that is the time for the revision, that's the time for the crash course, that's the time for alternate day mock tests of full syllabus, right? So make sure that your entire syllabus gets completed by December end, whether you are the part of the online batch or the offline batch. Perfect. Now, again, let me repeat the same thing. All those students who would want to enroll into our batches, right? Do it right now, because the cost of the subscription right now is 4699, and from tomorrow the prices are going to raise for sure. Perfect. So be the part of the batches, because in just 4699 you are having the access to all the batches of NEET 2027 of Unacademy absolutely free of cost. Okay, you just have to pay this much of amount and all these batches will be yours. Perfect, for 1 complete year, right? And let me quickly show you how do we enroll into the batch. My dear students, what you have to do, the link which is there in the description, the link which is there in the comments, you just have to click on the link. After clicking on the link, here you'll find 2 options, plus subscription, iconic subscription. What is the difference between plus subscription and iconic? My dear students, in plus subscription, you get the study material in the form of PDFs. In iconic subscription, you get the study material in the form of booklets, and those booklets will be delivered to your houses, right? The amazing study material you'll be getting. And that's the only study material which you have to solve. You don't have to solve something extra. No, do not do that. Avoid that. Perfect. And now it's completely your choice whether to go for plus or iconic. What you have to do here is you have to select the 12 months plan, right? If you're the NEET 2027 aspirant, if you're 2028 aspirant, select for 24 months plan, click on continue. After continuing, here you have to put your mobile number, or you can continue with your email ID on which you get the OTP and everything. And eventually, my dear students, you are getting the access to all these batches just at 4699, right? So be the part of the batch if you want to do your preparation with the finest team of the country, right? Okay, the ones who have produced the ranks. Perfect. Be the part of this journey with us, and it's going to be our turn to shoot the bullseye with all of you, provided you listen to us throughout this 1 complete year. You be dedicated, you be honest, you be disciplined. That's all what we needed, right? And if you are willing to do that, be the part of the batch, then again, I'm repeating, it's going to be our turn to make sure that all of you fall into a dream college for sure in the NEET 2027 examination. So take care, God bless you all, and love you all.